Hi guys, welcome back to some more Robocraft fun with Shomofo. And due to the problems yesterday with the server, if you enter the free jam code Electro-5368, you can get yourself... Oh, nope, this one. Okay, so that's the one for the free tier 1 electroplates. You can get yourself a free day of premium with premium-517845, and that's to make up for the servers being down for a fair bit yesterday, which I think is jolly nice of them, and gives everyone a chance to try out the electroplates for a day. So, okay, we've got lots of victory bonuses to get, but currently the leveling isn't working. So I'm stuck on 58. In all honesty, I stopped playing for a while because I realised, I could be on my way to 60. Let's just let this go. Yeah, if you look at the player level, I'm stuck maxed out on 58, but it's not gone up any. I've still got the same amount of flops. Okay, so this is Blue Thunder Mk1, and it's just a prototype at the moment. If you notice, my RP has dropped significantly. I'm just under 2 million there. I bought myself 4 T10 wings. I bought myself 6 T10 plasmas, and I bought myself 4 T10 jets. As well as that, this left and right set, which is the L9s, I bought another 6, so I bought another 3 each of these. So I had 4 of each, and I've laid out just a little frame in white. Now you can ignore the tail, and we don't have to worry about where the pilot is at the moment. They were just put on to test it in practice mode. But I've essentially laid out a frame just to get the placement on where these things have to connect and where the plasma weapons are going to go. And obviously it's not quite finished. I'm going to get the placement of everything right, then I'm going to build the armor around it and encase it in shields, and then I'm going to figure out how to do the internal cube armor. Now it's already T10. It's got 2 plasmas to fit onto it, and I've got to figure out how to do the tail section, how to fill out the main body of armor, how I'm going to add extra bits of electroplating onto it. But I was a little bit overwhelmed yesterday. Let's just take him into practice so you can have a look while I'm chatting. Oh, excuse me. Terrible windy pops. Just had my breakfast. Okay. So, at the moment, it flies okay. There you go. I've just pressed forward and it's gone into a level glide. And this hasn't got any helium. It's just the lift from the wings. And it moves lovely as it should. Now, bear in mind, in practice mode, if any of these little AI bots bother to shoot back, I can be one-shotted at the moment. But you have to bear in mind, I've got a white chassis and the part with the pilot seat is exposed. So, if I end up getting close to something and they return fire, don't be surprised if I'm one-shotted. Don't think it's anything to do with the electroplating. Now, I really do have trouble aiming at these hovers. I seem to hit where it would be on the ground. There we go. Seem to aim, sort of shoot underneath it or over it, thinking it's actually travelling along the ground. Whereas they're not. They're just above, so it's slightly higher Yep, so when I got the electroplate yesterday, it was a little bit overwhelming. I wasn't sure what to build, and for a while I kind of thought, you know what? This is a bit, maybe these shapes are a little bit too kind of, pre-formatted. And there was a little part of me that was thinking, why didn't they just bring out an Electro cube? A set of cubes, tetras and prisms that had that glowing effect on them. And then you could just continue doing the design the way you do your design at the moment, but just using the shield technology on them, you know? But I suppose we're evolving into the shapes and the extra parts, and there's probably going to be more things to come, and the cubes will end up being more and more just of a kind of frame structure and armor padding to go underneath this kind of new piece as and when they introduce them. So I thought, rather than trying to overwhelm myself and build a flatbed or something, there was also the consideration of, what am I going to be spending all of my hard-earned RP on? And I thought, you know what, let's buy stuff that I can utilise and that I know how to use. So rather than trying to buy a load of stuff and build a flatbed, I thought I'll buy the parts I need to build a plasma bomber, because that's one of the things I play with the most. So now, the one thing I like about this is it's got the very symmetrical jet placement. So it's very central. And I may even do a mirrored rudder. So it's got a rudder on the top and the bottom, and so it will be symmetrical top and bottom. May well come into play. So it doesn't matter which way up you are, it's pretty much identical. I might go for that. That's quite appealing to me. I've had a little look at the see, because one of the things it can do is it's not going to get stuck. One of the problems I had before is the jets will be on the top or the bottom of the guns, get stuck like that. This doesn't happen quite so much. Just hold up and do that, and I imagine if I had the rudder on the bottom, so the placement was the same, I'd be able to do shift and do exactly the same thing, because essentially there would be no difference to being upside down as there would be to being the right way up. And I may even, if I stick wheels on this, I don't know if I will, they may look a bit out of place, I might not have room to put them on anywhere, but if I stuck wheels on them, I might stick a set on the top as well as on the bottom. Yeah, there you go, you can see I've lost a bit of my frame, but for the moment that shielding has protected the core. As I say, the chassis in this is vulnerable. Not placed with any kind of thought, just I wanted to get this into the practice mode to see how it handled the weight of the shields and the weapons with those wings. Now, hopefully, when I get all of this figured out, the white should be replaced with black, and possibly in the beginning I've got a lot of red cubes as well, so I may do it in black and red to start with. I may even patch it out with some other colours. I mean, we're already in tier 10, so I don't have to worry about getting to tier 10. And it's still got another couple of weapons to go on it, and it will probably have more jets. So we're definitely in tier 10. Very easy to get into a high tier now, especially with a bit of electroplating. So I'm going to have a little play. I've got 2 plasmas left. I'm thinking possibly of putting them in the centre of something. Possibly, this is just... again, this isn't necessarily how the chassis will be. I'm just sticking out struts so I can see how far away things have to be from other things to mount them. Now, it may well end up being something like this, with a set of, possibly a set of shields on here. Let me see. Hardware. What are these guys like? Yeah, something like that around them. Obviously, probably closer in. I think that may be the one, actually. What I'll do is I've already got a plan for what's going to be going on there, so... Oops, we need it to be off that block. Can it come closer in than that? Can I place a cube there? I can place a cube there. I like this now, where if you've placed a block and then take something away, it goes red to let you know that it's not going to work there. That's nice. Can I get this in even closer? I can place blocks all along here. Okay, so it's going to need to be further out than that. Oops. Oh, that's quite nice. Now, that is only going to protect on the top part, so I may end up popping these. Now, I can't put a cube up onto here. That's going to be the tricky thing. So what I might have to do is split those. I might have to double up what these are on, and split that out into something. Now, this is going to be slightly unbalanced. It's got a slight bit of weight more on one side than the other. I just want to see how much this is reducing the thrusters. Oh, it's not even noticeable. Look at that. And look, it's not even picking up the weight difference yet. Ha! Missed. Oh, that's typical, isn't it? Oh, that was lovely. Nice stuff. Yeah, I think I would possibly add some more jets onto it anyway, because it does seem just a little bit slower. And I would like this to be as fast as possible, really. I've also got some ideas. If you see along the side here, there's nothing on the sides covering those weapons. Don't worry, I'm aware of that, and I will be trying to remedy it as I go along in the design process. But, oh, you know, this is going to be some kind of horrific beast when it's finished, I do believe. Compared to the snub, I imagine this is going to turn out to be quite devastating. You know, I may even... No, there's probably not room to double up the weapons on the front, and you know, six is probably the optimum. I don't really want to be carrying Unlike if I was building a flatbed, I might go for more than 6 plasmas, just taking into account that some of those plasmas might then get shot off. But in the case of the Plasma Bomber, I want to just try and keep it as efficient as possible and as lightweight as possible. So, just have to hope that I don't get any of my weapons shot off and that I adequately protect them. Wow. Yep, see, it's not climbing as fast as I'd like it to. So, I will probably add some weight into it. Sorry, some more thrust into it. Now, this may take a while to get out. I'm not sure how much it's going to end up costing me. I've only got, as I say, just under 2 million. So, whoa, there we go. I've only got just under 2 million RP left. Now, I should have enough, but I do know that, you know, once you start buying the black cubes, it very, very quickly disappears. I mean, I had that feeling when I was buying red cubes, so black cubes are just hellish for that. So I'm just going to map this out in terms of the parts I need, like jets and weapons, and get the electroplating fitted into the right place, and then I'm going to figure out where the cubes go in white, and then I will replace them with, if I've got enough money, buy some black, and then, because I will be wanting to hold back a fair wedge of RP in reserve, the rest of it I'll map out in red where I can, and then if I run out, just other colours until I get in a few games and build back up my RP. Okay, well, I think that's plenty of that. Have we finished? Yes, there we go. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be working on for the next day or two when I can. I've got to do some stuff today, so I'm not sure how much time I'll get to spend on this. And as I say, unless I need RP, I probably won't be trying to get battles too much while the level is broke, because it seems kind of redundant to not be leveling as I'm playing along in the battles. So only if I, you know, if I get really low in RP and I need to buy something, then I'll go out and have a few battles. But otherwise, I'm just going to be in the bays, tinkering away with this prototype of the Blue Thunder Mk1. In fact, let's just change that to prototype, just to be clear, so we know, you know, I'm not taking this out into T1, T10 with the T1 armor on it. Don't worry, that's all going to be swapped out. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're all having smashing fun with electroplates. Remember, you can get your free set of electroplates with that with that code, and you can get a day's worth of premium with that code. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.